Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a little bit, I don't know how many days, a few days, I think less than a week since we started, and I got the other motor in, and we had to build, you can't really see them, the headers are kind of in the way. I had to build motor mounts for it. My other ones wouldn't work. It appears that the inline 6-cylinder mounts are actually farther forward. Turn this flashlight on, it works like a piece of shit. Grab another one, ooh. Anyway, those mounts are shorter, but got the motor, turbo kit, everything bolted up. I just need to find, I actually donated some of my clamps here to another build that we were doing while this was busted. These are such a pain in the ass to order, these T-bolts. This is like $375. You get one that's $375, it's too fucking big, it's too fucking small. It's annoying. These are 2.5s. I got plenty of those laying around. I got everything in here. The rad is in. Got the intercooler shit welded up, nice and tidy. Oh yeah. Transcooler actually zip tied right to the grill. Came out nice and tidy. Tied up against the grill. The funny thing is since the motor's in a slightly different spot, and this 4-cylinder motor mount, I think it also shares 5.0 mounts, it moved the turbo a little bit, and now the drain, you can see the drain kinda right down there, is actually alongside the frame rail instead of through it. But it seems like the turbo is a little bit over to the left, and I cut a lot more out of the fender wall this time. Just took a big breeze, took a big hole out of that thing. Everything's easier to reach. We mounted this guy already, got a zip tie, the overflow tank, a lot of stuff done already, surprisingly. I built the intercooler mounts and everything already. I shoved some of the piping over just to get it out of the way. What I did on this now is, instead of a straight pipe, I actually added a Dynamax muffler, a straight through 3-inch muffler, and we're going to see if it makes the same amount of power and how much quieter it is. I bet it is significantly quieter. Same exit, just added, it's 20-inch long, 3-inch in and out, it's 3-pass, so it goes through, like, it goes in and around and then back out. So it hits one in, back out, and then back out. Pooh. So that should work out pretty nice. I actually like this car with the 4i front end. It reminds me, I don't know, of a 4i Mustang a little bit. But the 4i is a neat change. The grill is a little different than the other one. I also put a lot of time into the 8.8 on this damn car. The brakes were rusted to shit, so I had to replace the brake shoes completely. They were totally rusted off. And then this car definitely had shocks put on it at some point. We always kid, these are brand new, quote unquote, shocks. We laugh about that shit, but look at this. Nice tubular Summit uppers. You see it? Yeah, tubular Summit lower. Polyurethane mounts. Beautiful drive shaft as always. That thing's a killer piece. But this thing has a nice back end now. All poly mounted. 273s are back in. Look at this brand new shiny rear. Rust and shit all over it. And then, gotta get up. 16-gallon cell going in. Fuel sending unit built in. Hell yeah, I'll know how much gas I have now. And then here is the alcohol cell, probably where it's gonna end up. This is pretty neat. They actually, it looks like they serviced the fuel pump or the sending unit on this thing. They cut a hole in the floor to work on it and then patched it back up. That's what I would do too. Fuck taking the gas tank out of these unless it's permanent. Like an F-body. Pain in the ass to rip the tank out of this thing. So it's got a new 8.8, new brakes, hardened studs, hardened axles, everything else. I may swap, I got a guy offering me V6 rear brake mounting stuff, and all I need to do is buy the calipers, lines, and some other shit. They say it's pretty cheap to do that. I'm considering it. You know, I don't know if I want to play with it too much, but it's going pretty good. She's almost ready to go. I don't think it'll be too many more days. Just light work. Throwing my wiring harnesses back in, getting some wiring ready, running the fuel lines, Making sure I didn't rip any of my fuel lines is a big thing. Making sure none of that shit leaks. My methanol line, it's got to hold 250 pounds, so that bitch has got to be good too. This thing is actually still inspected to the end of this month. Amazing. But hopefully by the next time, this thing's ready to run. Very little amount of work, just a lot of wiring. I got a lot of shit in the dash before. I got to pull the dash out and put in all my gauges and stuff like that. That stuff takes time. It's annoying, but it's nice when it's done. But other than that, the whole drivetrain's done. Transmission mount and everything's in there. Sorry if I'm swinging this camera around like an idiot. But that's it. She's almost ready to go. All ready with everything swapped in.